Hi everyone, Deb here with a short talk about toy play. That as I'm working with people new to agility in Introduction to Agility class, and also some new students coming into my Distance Skills for Agility class, it's become really clear that enough attention is not being spent on how we engage with our dogs if we want to use toys as a reward. And most people involved in dog training know that the toy itself is not a reward. It's the interaction with the toy. So it's toy play that's the reward. So, given that, how we play with our dogs with the toy matters. And how we know if we're doing it right, meaning that it is rewarding to our dogs, it's by observing our dogs. So, the only way I think to really, really observe your dog, especially if you're new at these ocean style principles, is to videotape. And you can pop your video camera or your phone in a mug and put it on the ground and just tape some sessions of playing with your dog. You can even do it in your living room and see, is your dog engaging with the toy? Are you like trying to work your dog into engaging with the toy? And what I see a lot of is people taking this tug toy and they're kind of jerking it around. The dog is kind of going, okay, okay. They're not loving it. But one way I found that engages a dog's inner motivation to tug is by steady pressure, nice and low, so the dog's head and spine are all level. And I just start walking backwards. And tugging is tug of war. And when you start walking backwards and the dog starts walking forward, you are winning the game of tug of war. That alone will initiate more pulling with a lot of dogs very quickly. And you can tap them on the side if they like that. You can make growly noises. But with a dog that is new to bringing their own drive to tugging versus being tugged, I like to keep their pulling back pretty short. And when they give me just a little bit more pressure, I'm going to gently release that toy like my hand is a spring. I'm not going to drop the toy so the dog flings itself back. And the reason for that is if you think about if you were playing tug of war with people and the other team, everybody went really quietly, 1, 2, 3, and they let it go instantaneously, you'd all go flying back and trip over each other and probably fall down. Well, I feel like the same is true with dogs. And a dog that is sensitive may not want to tug hard if he's waiting for the moment that you might instantaneously let go without any warning and he's going to fall backwards. So I think that little bit of, if you think about just a little bit of let go, that the dog realizes, ooh, the let go is about to happen, and they can brace themselves and not go flying. That's probably the biggest thing about tugging that I've seen. And I guess the other thing is how to start the tugging action. Some dogs like, two hands, they come running in. Some dogs feel the two hands and the more forward posture as pressure, so they might do better with one hand off to the side. Some dogs love to catch the toy in their mouth first, that's another instinct of grabbing, biting something, bringing the toy back. I mean, holy rollers are great for that, even the little ones, that you throw the ball, the dog grabs it with his mouth, comes in, and you just stick your fingers through some of the holes and do a little bit of tugging. Let's see, what else about tugging? Some dogs love to chase down the toy. So you give the cue, the toy is coming, you throw the ball or the toy, and the dog picks it up, comes right back, and brings it to you for a game of tug. Those are, I guess, the three ways that I've used tugging. And if your dog starting off not bringing back the toy, I learned this technique, gosh, so long ago. I don't even remember who showed it to me, but you just start playing the game of tug in an X-Pen or play it in a bathroom where the dog is there, there's nowhere to go, and you can just start off with the dog being correct and impossible for the dog to be incorrect. So that's all I've got on tugging right now. Feel free to share anything that I haven't talked about, if I've missed some big topics and ask questions if I didn't cover something that you want to hear about. Okay, see you soon.